Okay, let's do this. Let's check everything's working. I think we're good. So, it's January and it's time to do another model box from yourmodelbox.com. I do this every month, so you can go watch some old videos or you can keep watching these as and when they come out. This is the January box, and I believe the theme for this, let me just check, is Twisted History. If you don't know what model box is, let me start at the beginning. It's essentially a sort of surprise loot box every month. As of most sort of subscription loot box type things, where you get different items a month, and this box is all themed around miniatures and painting and tabletop gaming. So lots of cool stuff in there, like paints and miniatures, paint brushes. You might get some basing materials or bases, all sorts of stuff in there, and sometimes terrain and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, as I said, this month is Twisted History. Model box is yourmodelbox.com. There's a subscription. It's $23.99 a month plus shipping for wherever you are, and they've just, I think, recently announced a 12-month plan, which brings that down to £21.99 a month, again plus your shipping. So that's what I'm going to move on to. I get this every month anyway, so the 12-month plan saves me a few pounds every month. I can't grumble at that. So at $21.99, it's gonna probably start to get pretty good value for money inside each box every month. Now, I'm always very honest, some boxes are hits and with me and some boxes are misses. This one's got me a little bit apprehensive because I'm not really an old World War a World War sort of history type player of any type of game, whether it be World War miniatures or any historical type game. I'm more of a fantasy painter and player of games, so we'll see what's in there. But the weird might add something to the Twisted History. I'm assuming means sort of weirdness. Let's have a look, shall we? So I've already broken the tape on it. I can see there's a bit of black fluff. I'll try and keep this under the camera as much as I can. I'll use the close camera so you can see things up close, and I'll show things on the other camera as well as I get them. So let's have a look. So straight away at the top of the box, we've got a paintbrush. This is always nice. I don't always do it, but it's nice to get, peel that off of there. So this is just a nice paintbrush model box. Looks like it's got a pretty, well, that'll come into shape quite nicely. There we go. It's quite a nice point on it. I'll get it in focus. It's a pretty good point on that brush. So that's good. That's nice little paintbrush. Okay, on top we've got some watercolor paints. So this is a range I've been using recently. Actually, I bought there's a Black Friday deal that Warcolors was doing, and I bought a whole range of their colours. So it's nice to get some more bottles in here. And we've got a black and an orange 3. Now I've got a black. It's actually one of their one coat black. This doesn't seem to be the one coat range, so it might be slightly different. So that's always good. And this orange, I don't have this level of orange. This is orange 3. I'm trying to quickly look because I just happen to have them to my left here. Yeah, I've got the one coat orange. So that's nice. There's 2 paints I haven't got that I can add to my collection. And I say I've been using these recently, and actually I really do recommend them. The Warcolors paints seem to work really well. Alright, some black tissue. Get rid of that. We've got some sweets in there. That's always nice. Get some sweets in your box. Okay, right. So the next item in here is some Micro Art Studios bases. There you go, Micro Art Studios, and I can't actually tell what type. Oh, there. Numbers on the back. There we go. Urban base round 25mm. So I really like the Micro Art Studios bases. I've been using them a lot recently on all of my Volsung painting I'm doing. So these models here, just so happens this is in front of me, is on a Micro Art Studios base. So really recommend them, and it's great that I've got some additional ones here. Probably usable for something like Infinity, maybe. I'm just trying to think of stuff I've got that I might use those bases for. They look like you could get away with them being Infinity bases, right? That's great. So I'll put them to one side. So far so good. 2 paints I'll definitely use and some bases. Okay, the next one is Savage Core Age of Ice, and I'll just go, if I can get the packet open, I'll just go straight in and get the miniature out. This isn't a brand I'm of. Savage Core Lucid Eye Productions, not one I'm familiar with. So let's have a quick look. Just have a look at the packaging so I don't miss anything. and this looks like a, so it's definitely it's a, you know, a military soldier of some description. Looks like an officer of some description, but certainly in his hand he looks to have more of a space aged laser pistol. I'll get a better focus on that. There you go. So ignoring the bit of flash there, you've definitely got a sort of you know, an officer of some historical army with a laser. That's Weird World War for you. Okay, next up we have Panzerfaust. Again, mechanized warfare in a mythical realm. So that sounds quite cool. This one looks like it might be sealed, so I might have a bit more trouble getting this out of the packet, but I'll try and put it into focus anyway. It looks like it is either an orc. Yeah, I think it's an orc. It's like imagine an orc sort of World War II, World War One pilot. He's got goggles, flight jacket on. You can probably pick it up in the picture there. So that's quite cool. Again, not something I will use, but a great tester miniature for me just to try some painting techniques out on, or maybe give away on my Twitch painting stream. So we'll keep that there. Next up we have Secrets of the Third Reich, and it is a 1945 SOTR hammer. I don't know what any of that means, but this one I can open, so I'll open it up and show you. Oh wow, okay. So a couple of bits dropped into the box there, so I shall try and show you that. So this is one beefed up dude. So on his back he's got a load of plug holes there. So he's got like a mounted machine gun. It's gonna go on his back there somehow. Work out that works. And then sort of pipes, a bit like Bane, the comic book version of Bane, where he has sort of pipes and sort of connections coming off the back of him. This one looks very similar to that. You can add these pipes and like exhausts to him. I'm guessing he's pumped up on chemicals and, you know, all the things they've done to test on him to make him more like a bit like a Hulk. Actually, I'm going to equate it to more like a Bane. He's more like a, he's swinging that Soviet Union. That's it. I'm going to try and be historical. I'll get it totally wrong. But swinging this massive hammer to destroy people. So I'll put him to one side, and I think that might be the end of the box. Yeah, got a bit of marketing material here. There we go. So yeah, there you go. That's the guy. Well, similar to the guy you've got in the box there. Yeah, it's a fantasy World War. That's quite cool. That might float my boat. And then we've got a Empire of the Dead catalogue. So yeah, more sort of marketing stuff. But yeah, some cool pictures of some cool looking minis and some cool looking paint jobs. Might be some inspiration there. Yeah, so let me quickly run through it again. So you know what we've got. So first of all, we had the watercolor paints. That's great. We got the Panzerfaust Orc World War II, World War One pilot. So carrying an umbrella there. I'll have to put them together and see what it comes out like. We got the urban bases from Micro Art Studios. So they're really cool. I will definitely use those. We got the I've thrown the bits of paper over the desk now, but this was the Savage Core Age of Ice from Lucid Eye Publications, and this was the officer with the laser pistol. And then finally we got the sort of pumped up World War II, World War One Bane type character. He's been experimented on quite clearly. Yeah. So, oh, we've got also obviously I forget we also got the paintbrush, which is really cool. So it's always good to have more paintbrushes, and we've got some nice sweets, which I should probably eat one of those in a second. Yes. So there we go. So what do I think about this month's box? I think it's a good one. It's not my cup of tea, but that's because I don't collect or paint any type of historical miniatures at all. So I really don't know what setting I would use these various models for. But it's I can't complain that it's not a cool box of stuff, and definitely, you know, feel like, you know, it's worth its value, and probably to the right collector, it's probably a really good box for them. So yeah, another good one. It's nice to get things like the little extra things in there, like, so sometimes it can just be all models, but I like when there's a nice bit of variety, so you can't complain here. You've got some models, you've got some bases, you've got some paints, and you even got a paintbrush side, not a camera. Yeah, so great range. You've got a few sweets, can't complain at that. So yeah, well done guys, another great box. I'll stick a link in the description below if you want to go and check it out and subscribe yourself. But you don't have to do that, you can just come back and watch me open my next one. Alright, thanks a lot, bye.